What is up, YouTube? This is the Memphis XL, alright, coming at you live from the great outdoors, or more specifically, my backyard. And today I've got a special treat for you. We've got a Battles of Legend, The Light's Revenge booster box. And we're going to be opening this box, looking at the cards, and see what we get. Now, fun fact, I got this box specifically because I was looking for the new numbers. You know, 29, 41, 71, etc. But it turns out they're not in here. But seriously, can you blame me? Okay, so look at this. See this dragon up here? See this dragon? This dragon is on the front of Collector's Pack 2017. And so Konami's just screwing me here. Come on, man. Give me my numbers. Give me my numbers. So yeah, we're going to be opening each of these packs up, and then I'm going to be reading out the effects on each card at least once. That way, you know what they do, I know what they do, everybody has fun. And fun fact, I do not know what's in here, really. I do know that the Timelords are in here, and that's the big thing. Because, for years, Timelords had two things. They had Seraphion, and they had... What was the other guy's name again? I forget the other guy's name. It'll come back to me. Don't worry about it. So anyway, let's get this pack going. Yeah, that's cutting the deck a little too close. Hold on 1 second. I got another knife. That knife's too long. A true test of my patience you will not find. Ah. Ha ha ha. Who needs knives to open cards anyway? Nobody. Oh, we're starting off strong. We've got ourselves our first Time Lord already. This is a good sign. This is a very good sign. We've got ourselves Lazion, the Time Lord, the red one. And all Time Lords have the same effect, so I'll just read that out real quick. This card cannot be special summoned from the deck. If you control no monsters, you can normal summon this card without a tribute. Very important. This card cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Chord. That's a very interesting effect. What's a chord effect? That's going to be after Link summoning. I bet you. You take no battle damage from text involving this card. At the end of the battle phase, if he battles, shuffle all cards in your opponent's graveyard into the deck. That's very important. Because that, each Time Lord has their own individual effect. This is Lazion's. He shuffles all the cards in the graveyard back into the deck. And that's very disruptive to anything that relies on the graveyard, like Skull Servants, Light Sworns, Paleos even maybe, unless he gets negated by that one Paleo that negates things. I don't remember its name. It's the green one, I think. The one that's green. They're all traps, but it's the green one. Anyway, once per turn, if your opponent draws a card, they take 1,000 damage from this guy. And once per turn during the standby phase, this guy gets shuffled into the deck. So if you can see, these Time Lords, it's basically an archetype of boss monsters. You summon one at a time, they attack, they screw your opponent over, and then they shuffle back in and you get a new one. And that's basically how it works. What is that other Time Lord's name? I swear. Someone comment in the comments. I'm going to facepalm so hard when you tell me, but remind me what the guy's name is. I don't... Oh, wait. I just remembered. It's Metaion. I am stupid. You can quote me on that. I am stupid. Okay, so we got ourselves a Lazion. That's nice. Ooh! Elemental Hero Nova Master. Let's see if we can get that to focus. Beautiful. And so this is one of the E-Heroes. He needs an Elemental Hero, and a Fire Monster for some nice generic fusion. Well, mostly generic. Semi-generic. Yeah. He's a level 8 Fire Monster, and his effect is must be fusion summoned, and when he destroys a monster in battle, you get to draw a card. Pretty simple. Pretty standard. I like it. I'll probably use this. I didn't have one of these before, and now I'm going to have one, so it's great. I love it. I love it a lot. Spellbook Magician of Prophecy. That's for your Spellbook players. I'm not a Spellbook player. I've seen a few Spellbook players before. Curb stomped one with 3113 before. And so what this guy does is when he's normal summoned or flipped face up, you get to add a Spellbook spell from your deck to your hand. Very nice search. Works whether you summon him or you flip face up. So he's good for defense or offense. So, well, not offense. You know, you summon him. Stupid person right here. Anyway, next. Abyss Script. Abysstainment. That sounds like some crazy foreplay going on right there. What does this card do? It's a continuous spell. You contribute an Abyss Actor, then target an Abyss Script spell in the graveyard and set it. And, oh yeah, this is a continuous spell, by the way. I'm not reading these too well. Let's see. You can use this effect up to twice per turn. Interesting. And if this set card is destroyed by an opponent's card effect and you have an Abyss Actor Pendulum monster in the extra deck face up, you can special summon any number of Abyss Actor Pendulum monsters from your deck. Whoa. Whoa. That's actually pretty good. You know, that's pretty nasty. All Abyss Script cards, just for you guys who don't know what these things do, all Abyss Script spell cards have effects when they're destroyed while face down. This one's pretty nasty. I mean, granted, it's not like you can do this turn one. Well, sometimes you can. If you have the monkey one, Abyss Actor Extras, and you tribute that, and that goes face up the extra deck, and then you set this, and your opponent twin twisters it. Yeah, this is a pretty nasty card. I actually like this. I do have a friend who has Abyss Actors. He does not have this card. I can guarantee it. And I'm going to give this to him for free because he is my buddy. He is my compadre, my friend. And he's going to get this card. And lastly in this pack, we got Vision Hero Witch Raider. Ooh, big Vision Hero. Look at that guy. He's like the Pied Piper of Hamelin. But like a wizard or something. No, wait, that's not a stick. That's a gun. Konami, what are you doing? You're supposed to censor these things. He should be holding a banana. Anyway, he's a Dark Warrior, 8-star. Let's see, he say, contribute summon this card face up. You contribute trap cards you control as well as monsters. Interesting. When this card is normal summon, you can destroy all spell traps your opponent controls. Very nice. Pardon me. You cannot special summon monsters during the turn you activate this effect except for hero monsters. Being, you know, you can do E-heroes, D-heroes, V-heroes. That's actually pretty good. You got a Harpy's Feather Duster effect for a tribute summon, and you can tribute trap cards. Wait, does it have to be face up traps? It does not say face up traps. It could be face down traps. So that's pretty good. I like that card. Don't know if I'll use that one. Whenever I buy a box, you guys, I always try to make sure that they're cards I can use. You know, I'm not going to buy a box that's all cards that are admittedly good or fancy, but I can't use them. You know, I got lots of decks. Old-timey decks, and I try to find stuff for all of them. Okay, next pack. Come on, pack. You know the pack's good if it fights you. If it fights you, it's always a good pack. Let's see if I'm right for once. We got Solar Recharge. Great for you Light Sworn players. This thing lets you discard a Light Sworn, draw 2 cards, send top 2 cards of the deck to the graveyard. Is anybody else worried about the whole... let's see if I can get that to focus. You see it there at the end? Graveyard is abbreviated as GY. Come on, focus, you fool, focus. You can kind of read that. Yeah, you see, I'm going to have to do a video about that eventually, soon. As soon as Numerology Episode 3 is done, I'm going to talk about this whole abbreviation issue. But I'm a little worried about it. You guys apparently are not worried about it. We got Performer Pal Odd Eyes Minotauros, who looks like he's having way too much fun. In all the right ways. Let's see, he's a pendulum monster, obviously. And his effect is, if your Performer Pal or Odd Eyes attacks a defense monster, they get Pierce Attack. Okay. During damage calculation, if your pendulum monster attacks an opponent's monster, this is the regular effect, you can make that opponent's monster lose 100 attack for every Performer Pal and Odd Eyes card you control during damage calculation. This guy's kind of mediocre. I mean, Pierce Attack's okay. I mean, if Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon's anything to go by, Pierce Attack is not dead. But, let's see, 100 attack for every Performer Pal Odd Eyes card you control, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I suppose there's Odd Eyes spell. Yeah, there's Performer Pal spell traps, so let's say 5 of those. So 5, 10. That's 1,200 attack potentially lost. So, not the screen has gone away. There we go. So yeah, that's okay. Why not? Next, Garroth, the Lightsworn Warrior. He's the one that doesn't really mill as much. This guy is that every time a card is milled from the top of from your deck to the graveyard by the effect of a Lightsworn, except for himself, because that would be ridiculous, you mill 2 cards and then draw a card for every Lightsworn you milled. So there's your draw engine, people. Garroth, Lightsworn dude. Ooh, I just looked at the new card, the next card early. It's Gaia Dragon, the Thunder Charger. Ooh. This card. So this is one of those overlay effects that I love. He needs 2 level 7s, but you can use a rank 5 or 6 Exceed monster you control as material instead. And he has Pierce Attack. It's pretty simple, pretty standard. I mean, he is Gaia. I mean, Gaia is Gaia, and Gaia is about as Gaia as it gets. But, you know, why not? And last card. Okay, one moment, everybody. Take down this at the beginning. Okay. Next we got Time Maiden. I'm gonna take this off now. Time Maiden. He's there he is. This is the very important card for Timelords. Very important card for Timelords. And his effect is you control no monsters. You can special summon this card from him, so he's already the opposite of Time Lords, because they can't be special summoned from the deck. But you can still special summon Time Lords. He's kind of the opposite. Anyway, you can special summon from the hand. He's tribute as 2 tributes for the tribute summon of a Time Lord. I'm not sure why you'd do that but if you have no monsters, you can already normal summon a Time Lord. Anyway, you can tribute this card to add a Time Lord with 0 attack from your deck to your hand, which is almost all of them, unless I think Seraphion actually has 4,000 attack, if I'm not mistaken. And you can banish him to special summon a Time Lord from the deck, ignoring its condition. So who even put that condition there? Who cares? You cannot special summon other monsters during the turn you activate this effect, however, so only Time Lords. But very important for Time Lords, so not bad. Let's see, next pack. Pack 3. We're going a little slow on this, but first pack, and these packs are fighting us. They're fighting us hard and fast. We've got another Lightsworn in Celestia, the Lightsworn Angel. Look at that. So her effect is you tribute summon. If you tribute it with a Lightsworn, you can mill 4 cards and then target up to 2 cards your opponent controls and blow them up. Pretty simple, pretty standard. You know, 1/1 or so in the Lightsworn deck. Why not? Transmutify, showing our good old buddy Cannon Soldier Mark II. So this card, what does this card do? Let's see. Let us see. Send face-up monster you control to the graveyard. Special summon a monster from the deck with the same type and attribute as that monster, but 1 level higher. Interesting. You can only activate 1 of these per turn. I like it. I like it. It's a very interesting spell card. I can actually see some use in this. I think I might use this in a deck. I'm not going to tell you what deck it is up because it's a secret. It's a secret. Next, Jurassic Impact. I think that was in the anime. Unless I'm mistaken, that was an episode of GX. This trap card does, if you control 2 or more dinos in your life, dinosaurs I should say, dinosaur monsters and your life points are lower than your opponent's, destroy as many monsters on the field as possible, and if you do, take 1,000 damage for each monster destroyed. Then inflict your opponent damage equal to that damage you took. So basically, if you destroy 1, both of you take 1,000. Until the end of the next turn after this card is activated, neither player can normal or special summon. Interesting. So basically, nuke the field, inflict massive burn, and then everybody gets a turn to not attack each other. Interesting. It's a reference to like the meteor just killing all the dinosaurs, even though I'm 99% sure that's not exactly how it worked with the dinosaurs. It's like the meteor happened after they were mostly dead. But still a cool card. I do have a friend who uses dinosaurs, by the way. He'll get that card. Vision Hero Adoration. Look at him, so proud. He is a proud son of wherever heroes are from. It might be Russia, I don't know. He kind of looks like something Russian. Or something. Anyway, he needs 2 heroes of any stripe, and his effect is you can target a face-up monster your opponent controls and another hero you have, except, not Adoration. Well, you can target another Adoration. And your opponent's targeted monster loses attack and defense equal to the attack of your monster that you targeted until the end of the turn. That's a nice little battle-related effect. He's not too powerful. I don't like... how do I say this? You know how, like, most big monsters they have, like, 3-4 different effects? I like these simpler monsters that have just, like, 1 or 2 effects, It's nice. I like that. Mermail Abistius. Mermails. Cool. We got ourselves a Geckoman. He kind of reminds me of Gladiator Secutor. And this guy is, you can discard another water monster and special summon this card from your hand. When he's summoned this way, you add a level 4 or lower Mermail from the deck to the hand. Oh, that's pretty nice. Pretty sure, I don't remember Mermails too well. I know they do a lot of shenanigans. They used to be very good. Or at least, like, I don't remember how good, but they were pretty good deck. And this card is like, it's a pretty good card. I like it. Let's see, what's next? What is next? We're on pack number 4. Hopefully we get some redos so we don't have to read everything out. And we're starting with a redo already. We got ourselves another Nova Master. Very nice. We got Galaxy Soldier. I hate this card. I hate this card, and I'm going to tell you why after I read the effect. His effect is you can send a light monster other than itself from your hand to the graveyard. Special summon this card from your hand in defense mode. When he's special summoned, you can add a Galaxy monster from your deck to the hand. You only use this effect of Galaxy Soldier once per turn. The reason I don't like this thing, I'm going to be honest with you. Like, Galaxy, I don't remember the entirety of the archetype, but I don't recall them having that many, like, level 5 monsters. I'm pretty sure this is just tribute for Galaxy-Eyes Photon Dragon. Cause, yeah, he does have 2,000 attack, and yeah, he's got the 2,000 attack. But, everybody these days, they run this thing solely for Cyber Dragon Infinity. I'm okay with Cyber Dragon Infinity. Most of the time, if it's like in a Cyber deck or just stop using this thing. It annoys me. I mean, if they had a rank 5 exceed in Galaxies, I wouldn't have a problem with this thing. I would just be like, dude, you never get used for the card that you're supposed to be used for. Anyway, perform a pal, Odd Eyes Dissolver. Is she dissolving the marriage? Are they eloping? I don't know. There's a long effect. This is one of those long pendulum effects. First effect, once per turn, fusion summon a dragon fusion monster from extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as fusion materials. So it's a once per turn poly. That's nice. I mean, specifically for dragons, but who cares? This is going to be a long one, excuse me. So, at the start of the damage step, if your pendulum monster battles opponent's monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. And if you do, your monsters cannot be destroyed by that battle. What else? You can only use this effect of Perform Pal, Odd Eyes Dissolver once per turn. And during your main phase, you can fusion summon a fusion monster from your extra deck. Using this card, you control its fusion material, as well as other monsters you control or cards in the pendulum zones. Excuse whatever you heard behind you. There was no one there. Oh, beautiful. We got Gladiator Beast and Dabata. That's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful card. Hold on 1 second. Sorry, I had to go do a thing. Anyway, what were we doing? Andabata, yes, she's the new Gladiator fusion from Arc 5, which I haven't seen the episode yet, but I really do. This guy needs Gladiator Beast Augustus and 2 Gladiator Beast monsters to summon, so he's kind of like Heraclinos Neurochius, that level of Gladiator Beast. And his effect is, must first be special summoned from the extra deck by shuffling the above cards you control into the deck. You do not use poly. That's very important for Gladiator Beasts. They never use poly. Unless, you felt like running something else. If summoned this way, you can special summon a level 7 or lower Glad Beast Fusion from the extra deck, ignoring its summoning conditions. And at the end of the battle phase, if he battles, meaning he attacks or is attacked, you can return it to the extra deck and summon 2 Gladiator Beasts from the deck. I love this card. I wish links weren't a thing anymore, just so I could run a bunch of these in Gladiator Beasts and just summon everything. But there are. I think, who is it? Mega Capital G. He had a video showcasing exactly what these things can do now. Go watch that video. I watch it every night. Not like that. Exactly like that. And, ooh, what is this? This is the new... Oh, I think I've seen this card, but I don't remember what it does. This is White Owldolphin, which looks like a Digimon. Actually, hold on a second. This thing looks exactly like Dolphamon, which I'm pretty sure is a Digimon. I'm pretty sure that's its name. Dolphamon. Anyway, looks exactly like it. I think someone's going to get sued. Anyway, this is a synchro monster, a fish synchro. Interesting. It needs a tuner and it needs 1+ non-tuner monsters. What, you couldn't spare the ink for ore? Man. Come on, Konami. Come on, Konami. Anyway, once per turn, you can target a face-up monster your opponent controls. Its attack becomes half of its original attack till the end of the turn. If this card is destroyed by an opponent's card, battle, or card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can banish another water monster from your graveyard, special summon this guy, and treat it as a tuner. That's interesting. I can't wait to see... Well, right now everybody's obsessed with these phantasmal spirals, but once they get over those, I really hope to see somebody do something. Oh, I've dropped the card. It's on glass. I can't pick it up. Don't die on me. We'll let sleeping dogs fly. Yeah, I can't wait to see what people do with that card. I think I'm going to use that myself. I do have an old water deck. Literally, it's just water. Water everywhere. Nowhere to drink. But we got more packs to open. We still got more than half the box. Ugh, this one really fighting. Oh, baby. Here's a wild world. We got Evil Swarm Exciton Knight. Ah! Beautiful. Beautiful card. What does this do? I have no idea what this does. I can't even read it. It's in Spanish. I'm just kidding. Once per chain during your main phase or your opponent's battle phase, if your opponent has more total cards in their hand and field than you do, this being a quick effect, you can detach a material, destroy all other cards on the field. Also, the opponent takes no further damage this turn. I can see why this was banned. I'm pretty sure this is banned right now. Or was banned. I'll have to double check that later. But that's a pretty damn good card. It's summoning conditions, just 2 level 4 monsters. You can literally put this into any deck and just nuke their field. I mean, granted, they have to have, what was it? More cards in their hand and field than you do. They basically have to be kicking your butt. This is like the comeback king. It's the comeback kid. Hey, there was a number. Number 62, Galaxy Eyes Prime Photonic Dragon. And guess what? I'm not going to tell you what this does because you're going to have to go watch the video that I'm making. Numerology, episode 3. This guy's in it. I got some things to say about this guy. And I know well, I got a Galaxy deck, so I'm definitely using this thing. Baby, the Exceed. Whoa. That's 3 Exceed monsters in a row. This is like the godly pack of this one. We got ourselves a Raid Raptor 4 Strix, guys. This card is beautiful. This is the Raid Raptor's like main starting move. So it gets 500 attack and defense for every winged beast you control other than himself. Also almost completely irrelevant, but yeah, it can be pretty big. More importantly, you can detach one to add a dark winged beast monster from your deck to your hand. So basically, this is your search engine. It's a big owl that searches. And now, this thing used to be like $15, I think. At least the one I got mine. So, now I've got 2. What the hell is that? Super Heavy Samurai Steam Train King. Hold on a second. I gotta double check this. What level are you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, it's level 12. Rada will be pissed. Or at least it's not Iron Wolf. So, yeah, that is actually pretty cool. And then, let's see, what do you do? Need Super Heavy Samurai Tuner and 2 non-tuner Super Heavy Samurai monsters. That's not bad. This card can attack in defense position, obviously, with a 4800 body. Okay. And apply defense for damage calculation if you do. Once per turn, discard up to 2 cards and target that many cards your opponent controls, destroy them. Okay. And once per turn, you can banish all the spell traps from both players' graveyards. And if you do, inflict 200 damage to your opponent for each card banished. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm not I'm not sure about this one, because on the one hand, this is like a super huge beat stick for Super Heavy Samurais. It is a train, and just like Rank 10 Yu-Gi-Oh, I like trains. Trains are cool. But that last line worries me. The whole banish all spell traps from both players' graveyards means we're going to be seeing Super Heavy Samurai players using spell trap cards, which is like completely against what the deck's about. So it's basically, if you're going to be playing Super Heavy Samurais, and if you use any spell traps at all, you're going to have to run this thing and run it and get it out as soon as possible, or else you're screwed. What the heck is this thing? Oh, it's the guy from the box, Destiny Hero Dusktopia, also known as Guy with a Winged D for a face. How does he see with that? That's not even a mask. That's literally his head. I don't know what to make of that. Okay, but anyway, he needs a Destiny Hero Fusion monster and a Destiny Hero monster. I cannot imagine this turning out well. If this card's fusion summoned, you can fusion summon a fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as materials. Okay, a fusion that goes into other fusions. That's actually not bad. But there's more. Once per turn, this being a quick effect, you can target a monster on the field, make it unable to be destroyed by battle or card effects. And if you do, neither player takes any battle damage from attacks involving that monster. These effects last till the end of the turn. So a little tricky to get out. You do need to summon a Destiny Hero Fusion first. I mean, you can use Dystopia, so that's not too bad. And he does let you, summon another fusion monster if you got the materials, so that's pretty good. And he's got the quick effect of making himself immune to battle, and he's also immune to battle, immune to card effects, no damage. So this card gets the Memphis approval. I still feel shit about that. We got Dolphin into the pile. Hooray. Next pack. I feel enlightening on this one. Not Utopia the Lightning. I don't think he's in here. That would be awesome, but I hate Utopia the Lightning too. But yeah, I don't think he's in here. We got ourselves Transmodify. Another Lazion. I'm pretty sure there's like 4 Time Lords. We want the other 3. We've got a Judgmental Dragon. If those of you who do not know of what a Judgmental Dragon is, you're a noob, because it's this thing. Come on, everyone knows a Judgmental Dragon. He's judging you. Look at him. Look at him. He's so smug. Look at that smug son of a bitch. Anyway, what does this guy do again? Oh, yeah. Can't be normal summoned or set. Has to be special summoned from the hand by having 4 more Light Sworns with different names in the graveyard. And you can pay 1,000 life points to nuke the field. Blow up all the other cards except for himself. But then during the end phase, you have to mill 4 cards. Voice broke. Mill 4 cards. Oh, and just so, if you didn't hear that right, that whole 1,000 life points to nuke the field, not once per turn. This card used to be, I don't remember if it was banned or limited, but one or the other. And I have enough Judgment Dragons, so, someone will get this. I don't know who. Super Heavy Samurai Helper. Sounds like Hamburger Helper, but with samurais. How does he walk with those giant things on his arms? I don't know. And what does this do? He's a machine effect, level 1, kind of. I guess he could have been a tuner, but oh well. What does he do? During damage calculation, if your defense position monster battles an opponent's monster, as in your samurai to his monster, specifically, while you have no spell traps in the graveyard, again, a quick effect. So many quick effects nowadays. It's like the new thing, just like hand traps. Everybody wants quick effects. And you discard this card, target a Super Heavy Samurai monster you control, other than the battling monster. Your battling monster gains defense equal to that monster's defense. So, kinda, trying to figure out what is a good similarity. What's another monster that has a similar effect? It's kind of like Honest for Super Heavy Samurais, in a way. Actually, that's Soul Buster Gauntlet. Forget what I said. But it's interesting. You get to boost your monster's defense during the battle phase. And when an opponent's monster declares a direct attack, you banish this card from the graveyard, target a Super Heavy Samurai in the graveyard, special summon it. This card's probably going to be a 2-3 op staple in Super Heavy Samurai. My goodness, that's a lot of effects. It's a lot of effects to do a lot of things. I like it. I like it a lot. got a super heavy samurai friend. He is getting this card too, whether he likes it or not. There it is. It's the Odd Eyes Venom Dragon. You made me think there were numbers in here. Granted, there was a number in here, but it's not the numbers I wanted. So, let's see. We got ourselves a Fusion Pendulum. Your typing's getting nerfed. Once per turn, you can target a fusion monster you control. It gets 1,000 attack for every monster your opponent controls to the end phase. This being the pendulum effect. That's nice fusion support. People with fusion decks will probably run this just for that big boost. You know, if they got 5 monsters, why not? Let's see. His summoning condition is Starving Venom Monster and an Odd Eyes Monster. Pretty sure there's only, well, except for there's only the Starving Venom Dragons. But so you can use any one of those. Let's see, this guy's got a long effect. Must be fusion summoned, cannot be pendulum summoned, and, oh wait, almost said he can't be pendulum summoned, that'd be silly. Must be fusion summoned and can then be pendulum summoned after you fusion summon him. Once per turn, you can target a first monster your opponent controls till the end phase. This card gains attack equal to its attack. And if it does, this card's name becomes that monster's original name and replace this effect with that monster's effect. That's some OP bullshit right there. Take all your opponent's monster's attack and then copy its effect. That's just degenerate. Degenerate. You almost saw my face there. You saw my chin. It's a very stubbly chin. I need to shave. If this card in the monster zone is destroyed, you can special summon a monster from your pendulum zone. And if you do, place this card in the pendulum zone. Interesting. And that's another pack. Yeah, for those of you wondering why I don't reveal my face, there's reasons. Even though you probably just saw a decent chunk of my face. Hopefully no one will ever see this video. Except for like 1 or 2. Ooh! Vanity's Fiend. This guy's nasty. Remember Vanity's Emptiness? This guy's on the cover of that, and here's why. Cannot be special summoned. Neither player can special summon monsters. What's it? Basically, you tribute summon this thing, your opponent's locked out of their extra deck. And add a pendulum summoning and link summoning and whatever. It doesn't matter. So this is probably one of the reasons why, what's that card called? The Monarch Stormforth is limited. Because of specifically this thing. What the hell is this thing? Abyss Actor Curtain Raiser. That is the most ridiculous artwork I've ever seen. He's not a curtain, he's the actual tent. He should have been called Tent Raiser. But let's see. If you control the monsters, pendulum effect, you can special summon this card from the pendulum zone. Okay. You can only use this effect once per duel. Ooh. Once per duel effect. You know the other effect must be good. Let's see. Gains 1100 attack if you control no other monsters. So basically he's doubled because he's 1100 attack. Once per turn, you can send an Abyss script spell from the deck to the graveyard. And then add a face-up Abyss Actor Pendulum monster from the extra deck to the hand. Interesting. I like it. I like Abyss Actors. They got that cool aesthetic choice that I like. Odd Eyes Lancer Boy Dragon. Again, this looks like something from Duel Masters. Konami is running out of ideas. They're stealing stuff from other people's stuff. First the Dolphin and now this thing. Let's see, what does it do? If a pendulum monster you control is destroyed by battle card effect, you can tribute a monster and special summon this from the hand. So yeah, you gotta still have a monster for this to work, so that's the thing. If this card attacks, your opponent cannot activate spell traps until the end of the damage step. It's an Ancient Gear. The artwork clearly shows an Ancient Gear monster. Look at all them gears. And if an Odd Eyes card would be destroyed by battle card effect, you can destroy an Odd Eyes card in your hand, monster zone, or pendulum zone instead. So he basically can protect himself. Okay. It's not bad. Let's see next. Spellbook of Secrets. Hush, hush. The secrets are in. This is the secret. You add a spellbook card from deck to the hand except for itself. Only activate one spellbook of secrets per turn. So that's your basic searcher. You know, add any of the spellbook card. Pretty sure that count. Yeah, that's the monsters too. Yeah, the monsters have spellbook in their name. And fun fact, combine that with spellbook of the master, which basically just copies their own spells. So yeah, I don't know why I'm critical about spellbooks so much. It's like I don't have a problem with them. They're cool. I like them. Watch my thumb go. Okay. Oh, look at this. Sage with the Eyes of Blue. That's a pretty good card. I got a friend with blue eyes. He'll like this. He only has one of these. It used to be pretty expensive, and I dropped another card. Yeah. Damn it. Where's the Jaws of Life? I'll have to read it from here. I'm sorry, guys. I have to read it from here. When this card is normal summoned, you can add a level 1 light tuner from deck to the hand except for itself, being the Sage with the Eyes of Blue. And you can just you can discard this card, then target an effect monster you control, send it to the grave, and then special summon a Blue Eyes monster from the deck, being Blue Eyes White Dragon. Pretty sure Dragon Spirit of White counts. No, I don't think it does. It might count. Pretty sure it has to be Blue Eyes White Dragon. And you can only use this effect of Sage with the Eyes of Blue once per turn. So yeah, it's a pretty good card. Really works with the Blue Eyes. Now, if only I could get it off this table. Come on, Spider Powers. Spider-Man, give me your sticky fingers. He'll be back. Next. What? There's another Exceed monster. We got Triple Dick, Super Doom King, Dark Armageddon. Kind of looks like... you kids are probably too young for this, but there used to be a card called the Gate Lord or something. It was a green goblin thing with one eye. He came out of a gate. This thing reminds me of that very much because he's just a guy coming out of a gate. Okay, I said I'd read it, and it's very long effect. Pendulum effect. Once per turn, if you have a DD card in your other pendulum zone, you can special summon a DDD Exceed monster from the extra deck, except DDD Super Doom King Dark Armageddon. I can see why they did links to nerf these things. This is ridiculous. Okay, other effect. Let's see. Cannot be pendulum summoned. Good. Very good. When this card is Exceed summoned, you can attach a face-up DD pendulum monster from the extra deck to this card as a material. Pendulum monsters you control cannot be destroyed by card effects. I'm sorry. Once per turn, you can detach a material from this card, then target a monster your opponent controls equal to the number of pendulum monsters you control and destroy them. Okay. If this card in the monster zone is destroyed, you can place it in the pendulum zone. Okay. I like it. What is a 2 level 8 DDD monsters for the summoning condition? I'm having a hard time telling you if I don't know if I approve of this. It is not too, it's not too broken. It is a 3,500 body, so getting rid of it with effects is kind of the way you get rid of this thing. Save us, Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon. Chaos Max Dragon. Yeah. Save us. Save us. Let's see. We got another Celestia. We got another number. Number 107. What? Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon. Its effect. Oh, here he is right there. Oh, look. He's a fancy one. Look at him. He's just going all over the place. His effect is once per battle phase at the start. I gotta make the screen go away. Once per battle phase, at the start of the battle phase, you can detach a material from this card. All face-up monsters you have all... No, I'm reading ahead of myself. All other face-up monsters currently on the field have their effects negated. Also, their attack and defense become their original attack and defense. And if you do any of these things during the battle phase this turn, each time an opponent's card effect resolves, this card gets 1,000 attack until the end of the battle phase. Also, it can make a second attack during each battle phase this turn. I like it. I'm still confused about this whole 107 deal. I'm pretty sure numbers only go up to 100. Fairly certain. But I'll have to have somebody look into that one. Infernoid Deviati. Cool. This card's very nice in Infernoids. Infernoids used to rule with their usage of, what's it called? That grass looks greener. Very nasty. This card's effect is cannot be normal summoned or set and has to be special summoned from the hand or the graveyard by banishing 3 Infernoids from the hand or graveyard, while the total levels and ranks of all the effect monsters you control are 8 or lower. And when this card is special summoned, you can destroy all the spell traps on the field except for the void ones. you know, Infernoids use void spell traps, so it saves itself from blowing its own spell traps up. Once per turn, when another monster's effect is activated, this being yet again a quick effect, you contribute one monster and negate the activation, and if you do, banish that card. That monster card. That's very nice. I do have one Infernoid Deviati, now I have two, and I'm pretty sure two is where you want. Look at this shine. Does anyone remember the Duelist Saga? I loved the holographic technology they used on that set. I kind of wish they'd done that again, but they didn't. And last pack of it. Oh, we got another Gladiator Beast. We got Tamer. This is the thing you summon with the other guy. I've already forgotten his name. I'm a horrible person. I'm sorry. Yeah, Tamer. His effect is must be special summoned from the extra deck. Blah blah blah. Gladiator Beast fusion summoning condition. Once per turn. Wait, this guy. Oh yeah, this guy cannot be used as fusion material. That's important. You can't fuse using this guy. Once per turn, you can special summon a Glad Beast fusion monster from the extra deck, except for Tamer, ignoring its summoning conditions. So basically, you summon. Hold on, let me see if I can find him. I gotta remember that name. Andabata. Yeah, so you summon Andabata. I cannot get the camera to see things. You summon Andabata. Then you summon Tamer. And then you summon something else. I don't think... Can you summon another Tamer? Yeah, you can't summon Tamer with Tamer. That would be degenerate. And that would not be... Gladiator Beasts aren't degenerate. They'll just stomp your face. They'll just, you know, kick you to the curb and, you know, steal your lunch money. They're not degenerate. What are you talking about? Let's see. At the end of the battle phase, if your Gladiator Beast monster battled, you can shuffle it into the deck or extra deck. Special summon a Gladiator Beast from the deck. Okay. So, Tamer does not shuffle. He's like Esadari. He does not shuffle himself. But he has an effect to shuffle your other monsters. That's interesting. I like that card. Gladiator-based support, I'm always in favor of. Next pack. Oh, we got another Raid Raptor. We got Raid Raptor Rudder Strix, looking more like a submarine. I think it's a penguin. All Raid Raptors are birds. I don't know what all the birds are, but this, I'm gonna bet my lunch money that this is a penguin. If this card is special summoned from the hand, or if this card is special summoned from the hand by the effect of a Raid Raptor, or it's normal summoned, inflict 600 damage to the opponent. Whoop-de-doo. When an opponent monster declares an attack that targets this card, you can special summon up to 2 Raid Raptors from your hand, and if you do, monsters your opponent controls cannot target those monsters for attacks this turn. But they can still attack the Rudder Strix. But then that's what you have Raid Raptor readiness for. So this card's actually not bad. It sets up your plays and it does 600 burn damage, which is what Raid Raptors are all about. Don't you know? They're a burn archetype. They run Chain Strike like all the time. We got Performer Pal 5 Rainbow Magician. And his effect is, well, he got the 2 effects. Pendulum effect. You cannot pendulum summon except from the extra deck. This effect cannot be negated. Good. Each player applies one of these effects based on the number of set cards in their spell trap zone. 0. All monsters they control cannot attack or activate their effects. 4 or more, the attack of all monsters they control become double their original attack. So basically it just wants you to set a lot of things. And then they get like huge attack boost. Interesting. What else does he do? If either player sets a spell trap on the field while this card is in your graveyard, you can place this card in the pendulum zone. That's the degenerate bullshit. I mean, how are you going to get this thing to the graveyard anyway? It's a pendulum monster. But you can still do it. You just discard it. You discard it and then it goes to the graveyard. Okay, that's fine with me. We got ourselves another Gaia Dragon. Nice. We got Bujinte Tsukuyomi. I love this guy, especially in Bujin's where he's supposed to be. So his effect is once per turn, you can detach a material, send your whole hand to the graveyard, at least 1 card. You can't send 0 cards. It has to be at least 1. And then if you do, you draw 2 cards. When this card you control while face up leaves the field because of an opponent's card effect, not battle, just card effect, you can target a level 4 Beast Warrior Bujins in your graveyard. up to the number of materials this card had on the field, and then special summon them. And you can only control one Tsukiyomi, but then all the exceeds for Bujins, you can only have one anyway, so that makes sense. I like this card. My friend has Bujins. He will like this card. So, yeah, this card actually has some decent utility in, like, you know, modern decks. Like, I know XYZs, they ran this thing to just dump their pieces and then draw more cards and then bring out ABC Buster Cannon. So, definitely lots of applicability. I like it. It's a good card. Oh, Gladiator Beast Noxus. We've got the new one, baby. Look at him. Yeah, I'll get that panther. No, he's a leopard. He's not a panther. He's a leopard. What's the difference? I don't know. Anyway, he's basically Battle Fader. His effect is when an opponent monster declares a direct attack, you can special summon him from the hand, then change the attack target to this card, and then proceed to damage calculation, so it forces your opponent to attack it. This card cannot be destroyed by that battle, and if he's special summoned by the effect of a if this card is special summoned by the effect of a Gladiator Beast monster, hint himself, you can send a Gladiator Beast monster from your deck to the graveyard. Wait, no, not by himself. I'm getting ahead of myself again. I love Gladiator Beasts. Excuse me. I love me some Gladiator Beasts. At the end of the battle phase, if he battles, shuffle him into the deck, special summon the Gladiator Beast, except for himself. Definitely a very nice card. We're almost done with the first half. I'm sorry this is taking a long time, guys, but I like to read the card effects. I like to learn with you. I should not have put those packs on the table. They're going to get stuck there, just like Sage. No, this pack ripped in half. It's not going to be a good one. I'm being superstitious, I know. We got Exciton Knight. Number 62, Galaxy Eyes, Big Effect Dragon. Abyss Script, Abyss-tainment. See, we've got nothing new this time. Twilight Ninja Kagen. Okay, that was a new thing. I didn't even know this was a thing. New ninja support. Who doesn't love a good ninja support? I tell you what. So, he's a level 1, 10 scale. Ooh, what does it do? You cannot pendulum summon except for ninjas. I like that. This effect cannot be negated once per turn. When your ninja declares an attack, you can make that monster get 1,000 attack till the end of the damage step. I really want to hope. I gotta hope somewhere in this box is the other scale, because I want to put this into ninjas. Also, here's another effect. You can tribute this card, target a ninja, gains 800 attack till the end of the turn. I don't want that. I want the pendulum effect. The pendulum effect is cool. This is like Ninja Pro Gaiden Man. I like it. Look at him. He's like some sort of... Well, he's a very fancy ninja, but he's got those cool arm blades. I like it. Alright. And last card is Vision Hero Witch Raider. He's our buddy from pack 1. Okay, I can get this pack, but can we get the last pack? Yeah. Telling you, this pack will be the one with all the good cards in it. Okay, we've got ourselves Transmodify. And let's see what's next. Number 11, Big Eye. I covered him in my first episode of Numerology. I see you. And his effect is very basic. You detach material, target an opponent's monster, and take control of it. And this card can attack the turn you activate that effect. Yeah, can you see what I'm talking about here? Take control of your opponent's monsters, have them do stuff for you. It's just crazy. It's a very crazy card. We got ourselves another Andavata. I like that. What is he supposed to be? Hold on a second. He's like a lizard of some sort, which is weird because you summon him by using the bird. You use Augustus. He's a bird. Got another Garroth. And, oh, we got ourselves another Sage. My buddy will literally flip. Guy can do a backflip like you would not believe, and he will flip right over the table. And we have to get this off the table. Oh! Pro skills. Not really. Okay, we got ourselves some more Vanity. I'm not vain. What are you talking about? We got some more Curtain Raising. I gotta believe that there's something amazing in this pack with Vanity and Curtain Raiser. We got ourselves another Steam Train King. Very nice. We got Crusader of Endymion. That's another new one. This is an old card they reprinted for this pack. He's a Gemini. For those of you who don't know Geminis, they're effect monsters, but they count as normal monsters. Well, in the field or in the graveyard. In the field. On the field, in the graveyard. You have to summon them twice. It was a weird gameplay mechanic, and I liked it. I still have an old Gemini deck. I still use it on rare occasions, but I still, you know, this thing does things. So his Gemini effect is you can target a face-up card that you can place a spell counter on, put a counter on it, and if you do, it gets 600 attack. So it goes from 1900 to 2500 real quick. Well, as quick as Geminis do it. But, you know, spell counters, man. I like spell counters. Spell counters are cool. Very sexy counters. I believe this is the last card of this pack. We've got ourselves another dolphin. We got dolphins for days. Somebody comment in the comments. Does anyone remember Dolphinmon? Oh, I just remembered Dolphinmon was a thing, but I'm pretty sure he was blue. No, wait. Wait a minute. Wait a cotton picking midden. Guys, do you not recognize this whale? Or dolphin, whatever. This is the dolphin from the opening of One Piece. That one opening they had. There was a dolphin. I'm not crazy. There was a dolphin. And this dolphin looks exactly like that dolphin. Except slightly different. Textured, I'd say. Someone's going to get sued for sure now. Next pack. See if we can speed run this one. We're still looking for the Time Lords. Instead, we get a Lightsworn. We got Lila, the Lightsworn Sorceress. I'll abbreviate this one because you should know this one by now. You can target a spell trap your opponent controls. You switch this card's position, so you go from attack to defense. You destroy that card, but you can't change this card's position. And during the end phase, you mill 3 cards. And let's see, next, another Nova Master. Get it back in the camera. My camera's in a weird spot. We got another Super Heavy Samurai Helper. Got another Dissolver, dissolving your relationships. Artifact Sanctum. Nice. I just saw a video. Hard Light Gaming just did their his What a Deck, and he did artifacts. Didn't do as good this time, but I was rooting for him the whole time. And let's see. What this card does is you can special summon an artifact from your deck. And you can only activate one of these per turn, and you can't do your battle phase the turn you activate this card. But the thing about artifacts, you always want to summon them during your opponent's turn, because that's when they do their effects. So what you do with this Artifact Sanctum is, you know, you'll set it on your turn, and then when your opponent starts their turn, you flip it up, you summon an Artifact Scythe. And Scythe's effect allows you to basically make it so your opponent can't special summon. I'm pretty sure it's just from, is it just from the extra deck? I never played the artifact, so I don't remember exactly it, but it locks your opponent out of special summoning. So, it's a good card. I like it. I like it a lot. Next. We got Rudder Strix. 5 Rainbow Magician. Wolf. Got ourselves some Wolf. This is Lightsworn Wolf. His effect is, he can't be normal summoned or set, and he has to be special summoned by card effect. And when he is sent from the deck to the graveyard, you special summon it. That's pretty basic. There's nothing else to it. Hallelujah. We got another Time Lord. Everybody. This is Camion, the Time Lord. They all have different, appearances, basically. They have their own color scheme. So I'll skip the summoning condition. What do you do? At the end of the battle phase, if this card battled, shuffled 1 card your opponent controls to the deck, and if you do, inflict 500 damage to your opponent. Is that non-targeted? It's after a Either player can activate cards or effects in response to this effect's activation. I'm pretty sure that's non-targeted, guys. This card, I saw the 1 card your opponent controls, and I was like, that's shit. But then I read the fact that it's non-targeted, and I'm like, dude, that's a spicy meatball. This card is very good. is a very good Time Lord effect. Plus, your opponent can't do anything about it, so just shuffle. You know, imagine if they had like Great Magnus. I'm pretty sure that no, that doesn't work on Magnus. He's immune to stuff. So, yeah, it's still pretty good. I like it. Perform a Pal Odd Eyes Synchron with the longest effect text I've ever seen, and I have to read every last bit of it. Look at that thing. That thing is crazy looking. I like how his top hat is like part of his body. Okay, Pendulum Effect. Once per turn, target a Perform a Pal or Odd Eyes monster you control. This turn, that face-up monster is treated as a tuner, and its level becomes 1 even if this card leaves the field. Okay, so it turns anything into a tuner, a level 1 tuner, mind you, which is pretty good tuner level, actually. This guy's regular effect, which is Long as Sin. If this card, special summoned from the extra deck, is used as synchro material, banish it. Okay. When this card's normal summoned, you can target a level 3 or lower Performer Pal or Odd Eyes in the graveyard and special summon it, with its effects negated. And once per turn, you can target a card in the Pendulum Zone and special summon it, with its effects negated, if any. And if you do, immediately after that effect resolves, synchro summon a synchro monster using that monster and this card. So wait, you special summon, So you can special summon a monster from the grave when this is summoned. And then you take a monster that's in the Pendulum Zone and summon it, and then use this in the Pendulum monster for a synchro. What's the third monster for? That's kind of weird. I don't know what. Maybe that's just to make more synchro plays. I'd imagine that's probably the point. I'm stressing over it too much. Next pack. Come on, we got 2 more Time Lords. I almost thought that was a Time Lord for a second. It's very fancy. Destiny Hero Dreamer. 'Cause I'm a dreamer. Dreaming it up. He's dreaming if he's wearing that outfit. Oh my goodness, what is he wearing? What do you do? During damage calculation, if your D hero battles and discards in the graveyard, you can special summon it. Make that monster unable to be destroyed by that battle, and if you do, you take no battle damage from that battle. Okay. If summoned this way, banish it when it leaves the field. You can only use this effect once per turn. Okay, so that's basically for setting up for summoning stuff, like other, bring out your fusions and stuff. Okay. I'd imagine running 1 or 2 of these wouldn't be the worst idea you've ever come up with. We got ourselves another triple dick Super Doom King Dark Armageddon. If you're wondering why I'm calling it triple dick, it's because it's got all the D. I mean, look at the size of that thing. I mean, there's no size comparison in that picture, but you can just imagine so many degenerate things. Next, another Deviati. I like it. Deviati is very nice. Another Judgmental Dragon judging us. And Psyframe Lord Omega. This guy is evil. Evil incarnate. His effect is he needs a tuner and one or more non-tuner monsters. That little plus keeps throwing me off. What this does is, once per turn during the main phase, being a quick effect of course, you can banish this card face up from the field and a random card in your opponent's hand, and face up until your opponent's next standby phase. And then, during the next standby phase, they both come back. Once per turn, during your opponent's standby phase, you can target a banished card, return it to the graveyard. If this card's in the graveyard, you can target another card in the graveyard, shuffle both that card and this card from the grave back into the deck. He just disrupts so many things, and he just won't die. That's why I don't like him as much. But he's a cool card. Is he a psychic? He's a psychic. He's going in the psychic deck. I have an old psychic deck. I put stuff in it when I find it. Which is what I do with most of these cards. I can use at least some of these. Transmodify. Big eyes seeing you all over the place. Now we got 2 eyes. Good. I don't need an eye patch anymore. Not anymore. Spellbook Prophecy. Witch of the Black Forest. She's back, baby. They got Sand getting back, and now they got her. So what this card does, if this card's sent from the field to the graveyard, add a monster with 1500 or less defense from deck to hand, but you cannot activate cards or effects of cards with that name of that card for the rest of the turn. And you only use this effect once per turn. You kids don't understand what this is for. Sandwich is rising. He is back, and he wants all of your stuff. He wants all your trading cards. Give Sandwich your cards. And, oh, hello guys. We got White Aura Whale. That is the last card in this pack. What does it do? When this card is synchro summoned, you can destroy all your opponent's attack position monsters. Cool. This card can make up to 2 attacks on monsters during each battle phase. If this card attacks a defense position monster, do pierce attack. If this card you control is destroyed by opponent's card, you can banish a water monster and special summon this card and make it a tuner. Alright. I like that card. Alright, so basically what I'm getting from this is you use the dolphin to summon the whale, which makes sense, they're both mammals, so why wouldn't you? I like it. What level are you? 8. 8's great. 8's a great level. So many great level 8 synchro monsters. Like Stardust Dragon, Red Dragon, Archfiend, Psyframe, Lord Omega, Thought Ruler, Archfiend. I like that card. We got ourselves some Lumina, Lightsworn Summoner. This card basically, well, this is like one of the main playmakers of Lightsworns, is that you can discard a card, then target a level 4 lower Lightsworn in the graveyard and special summon it. But remember, you have to have a Lightsworn in the graveyard first, or you can't do it. You can't like summon it the first turn and then discard a Lightsworn, summon that Lightsworn. You have to have a target already in the graveyard. And during the end phase, mill 3 cards. Twilight, oh, we got it! Guys, look! We got the other one. We got Twilight Ninja Jogan. This guy, if your ninja monsters pierce attack, it gives you pierce attack for your ninjas. And his regular effect is you can reveal a ninjutsu art card in the hand and special summon this card from the hand. Cool. If this card attacks a defense position monster, give him pierce attack. Pretty basic card, but I still like it. It's a ninja and it's a pendulum monster. I know there was a ninja in Arc 5, but I don't remember him doing that much. I don't even remember him having pendulums in the first place. And brothers in arms in the same pack. I love it. We got ourselves a Kagan again. Now we just need another Jogan. We got ourselves we got number 107, and there it is, guys. Take a look. See. We got ourselves some Invoker. Okay, I sound stupid doing that. Never pretend I didn't do that. I remember this thing used to be insanely good. It probably still is. Let's see. MX Saber Invoker. Once per turn, detach a material from this card. Special summon a level 4 Earth Warrior or Beast Warrior from the deck in defense position, but destroy it during the end phase. I never understood why this thing was an X Saber. I don't think they have that many level 3s to summon this thing out. They use it in pretty much everything else. So, yeah. Let's see. We still do not have a Clear Wing Synchro Dargon. That would be very nice to get a Clear Wing Synchro Dargon. Just one. One would be nice. If I don't, it's fine. But I would like one just because. We got ourselves a Lila. Elemental Hero Nova Master. We got Felis. Felis the cat. Lightsworn Archer. Is that a reference? Is her name being Felis a reference to Felix the cat? Probably not, but, you know, it's Konami. They could be doing anything, man. So, what Felix does, she's the tuner. She's a level 4 tuner. She can't be normal summoned or set, but she can be special summoned. Well, she is special summoned by card effect. That's how she must be special summoned. And if this card is sent from the deck to the graveyard by a monster effect, you special summon it. So, it goes right there with Lightsworns. And you can tribute it, and then target a monster opponent controls and destroy it. And also mill 3 cards from the top of your deck to the graveyard during the end phase. I have one of these. Now I've got 2. It's beautiful. I like it. Got ourselves some cat action. Anti-spell for Ragrance. This card's been so helpful to me recently. I run it in my well, I'm not going to tell you what that. I ran a rank 10 variant on trains just because I felt like doing it. This card locked out the I played an Invoke player. And, yeah, he did not like me because he had, like, 3 copies of Invocation in his hand. I found this out after I killed him off the first duel. And, yeah, he gave me the stink eye the rest of that duel. So, fun fact. And we got Disctopia. Dusktopia, I'm sorry. Disktopia is going to be the next one. That does not exist. There we go. Kind of like these 5-card packs because, you know, when you get the 9-card packs, you run into the same commons over and over. It's really annoying. There's someone we haven't seen in a while. We've got Minotaurus again. Being all Minotaurus. He kind of looks like something from the Flintstones for some reason to me. I don't know. It's just that cartoony look. He reminds me of Dino. What the hell is it? We got Super Heavy Samurai Fist. You can't see it from that angle. Fist. Throw Fist. Okay, we got a machine, level 2 machine tuner. His effect is during the battle phase, if your Super Heavy Samurai monster destroys an opponent's monster by battle, this battle phase, you can quick effect immediately add to this. Synchro summon a synchro monster using materials you control, including this card. Okay, so it lets you synchro during the battle phase. Right? Yeah. If you have no spell traps in the graveyard, you can target a Super Heavy Samurai Synchro in the you control, reduce its level by 1, and if you do, special summon this card from the graveyard. But you cannot special summon for the rest of this turn except for Super Heavy Samurais. You only do this once per turn. Interesting. Very interesting. We got another Crusader of the Endymion. Abyss Script Abysstainment. Phantom Knights of the Breaking Sword. This is very standard Phantom Knight play. What this does is, once per turn you detach a material, then target a card you have and the card your opponent controls to destroy them. Basically it's Scrap Dragon but in Exceed form. But this guy's an additional effect. If this Exceed summon card is destroyed, as in you could blow himself up to do this, you can target 2 Phantom Knight monsters with the same level in the graveyard, special summon them, increase their levels by 1, but you cannot special summon for this to the turn, except for Dark Monsters. It's a very nice card. Works very well with Phantom Knights. Alright guys, we're getting down to the nitty gritty finally. I know you're all very tired. You want to see if that Clear Wing Synchro Dragon is in here. That or you want me to shut up. I don't know. You'll have to tell me in the comments. Alright. We got our other... we got our second Jogan. I'm happy. I'm very happy for that. We got another Dreamer. Keep on dreaming. Keep on dreaming about that Clear Wing Synchro Dragon. We got some adoration going for us. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling something. I felt something and I was right. Raid Raptor, Final Fortress Falcon. The rank 12 of the Raid Raptors. Needing 3 level 12s or just a rank up spell because there are no level 12 Winged Beast monsters. Even though you don't need Winged Beast to summon this, I'm just saying. What this does is, if it has a Raid Raptor Exceed monsters material, if it's unaffected by other card effects, once returning, you detach a material from this card, return all your banished Raid Raptors to the graveyard, and up to twice per turn, when this attacking card destroys a monster by battle, you can banish a Raid Raptor monster, a Raid Raptor Exceed monster from the graveyard, and then this card can attack again in a row. Hold on. Screen is dying on me. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, I like this boss monster. He's basically just like Ultimate Falcon, but a little bit better. And basically, if you're going to do the detach effect, you're going to do that to win the game, because otherwise it's just silly, because then he's affected by card effects. Last card. Bestius. Making his return. He just could not stay away. This is the back. No, that's trash. This is a new one. White Moray. And let's see. What does it do? During the turn you normal summon this card, it can attack your opponent directly. This card special summons from the graveyard, treat it as a tuner this turn. Interesting. I like the quick attack directly effect. And it is a Moray. The Moray. I like it. I like it a lot. Raid Raptor Satellite Cannon Falcon. This is the one I didn't have. My Raid Raptor deck was incomplete, and now, my friends, it's done. I'm so emotional right now, but I have to read the effect, so I'll cry later. So this card's effect is when it is exceeds summoned by using a Raid Raptor monster's material, you can destroy all the spell traps your opponent controls. Instant Harpy's Feather Duster. Nice, but there's more. Your opponent can activate any cards or effect in response to this effect's activation. Better Harpy's Feather Duster. The quick effect of this card is you can detach a material from this card, then target a face-up monster your opponent controls, and lose 800 attack for every Raid Raptor in your graveyard. Raid Raptor monster, I should say. Box was totally worth it now. This is beautiful. We got Strix, we got Falcon, we got Ulti Falcon. It's beautiful. We got ourselves a second Camion. We're still missing the other two, so yeah, we'll see. We still got 3 packs left. It could be there. We got ourselves another Steam Train King. This guy's, I love him. He's got that face only a mother could love, but I'm starting to wish he was something else. We got ourselves another Tamer, Gladiator Beast Tamer. Okay, guys. We got 3 packs left. 3 packs. In one of these packs, we want to see a Time Lord we have not seen yet. That is the goal right now. I think there's a blue one. Okay, we got Fist, Super Fist, Rovist. Yeah. Rovist. We got Lumina, the Light Sworn Summoner. Odd Eyes Lancer Boy Dragon. Another Lancer Dragon right after the other. That's always a good sign. Double Evolution Pill. I heard this is a good one. I don't know what it does. Let's see what it does. Banish a dino and a non-dino from your hand and or graveyard. Special summon a level 7 or higher dino from your hand or deck, ignoring summoning conditions. You can only activate 1 double evolution pill per turn. Okay, that works really good. That's great for dinosaurs. I know dinos are pretty good. They're almost meta. They're not like exactly meta right now, but they're very, very close to it. And this works for, you know, straight up dinosaurs. Evolzors could do this thing. Not as well, but you can still do it. I like it. I like it a lot. We're getting some good stuff, guys. We're getting some good stuff. Second pack. Second to last. Oh, I'm getting nervous, you guys. I see a Time Lord, but sadly it's a Time Lord we've seen. It's Lazion. He's being very lazy and not giving us new Time Lords. We got ourselves Evil Swarm Exciton Knight. I'm excited to see another Time Lord. Witch of the Black Forest. Oof. We got ourselves some oof. Oof. Ah, baby! Crystal Clearwing Synchro Dargon. There he is, the card everyone hates because he deserves it. But, you know, I won't hate him. Oop, just dropped the box. His effect. This guy, you probably already know this effect. You've seen it so many times. Everyone wants to make it first turn. Once per turn, when another monster's effect is activated, this being, again, a quick effect, you negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that monster. And if you do that, this card gains attack equal to the destroyed monster's original attack till the end of this turn. Straight upgrade over Clearwing Synchro Dragon, which is what in the anime they used to make this thing. There's more. If this battles an opponent's level 5 or higher monster during damage calculation, this card gains attack equal to the current attack of the monster it battles during that damage calculation only. So basically it has its own built-in honest effect. The only thing stopping this thing from being totally banned is that it's totally susceptible to compulsory evacuation device and Sakuretsu armor and every other spell trap in existence. That's the only thing. But we got ourselves our Crystal Clearwing. It is beautiful. It is a beautiful thing. Last pack of Destiny, everybody. What is it Simply Unlucky yells when he ever opens the last pack? Let me think. Chaz Princeton. I think that's right. We got ourselves another Satellite Cannon Falcon. I think Chaz's spirit is with us. The might of the Ojamas. We got Minotaurus. Ojama's failing us again. Gaia Dragon. Thunder Charger. Ojama is still with us. Bujinte Tsukuyomi. Last card of Destiny, everybody. That's time for the meme power. Draw! Monster card. Odd Eyes Venom Dragon. Well, everybody, that was some box opening. We got a lot of good stuff. Sadly, we did not get all the Time Lords like I wanted to, but this is, you know, sometimes that's the way the pack opens. And I'm gonna skip out on the part where I show you guys how I get these cards off the table. There's those few cards left on the table. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for sticking with it. I know this has been a long video because I took the time to explain all these cards to all y'all. But anyway, check out the channel, the Memphis XLR8. Check out some of my other little videos. I know they're a little long, but do it anyway. You'll watch an hour long of a guy saying whatever. Just do it. Okay? So anyway, thank you for watching this video. Leave down in the comments, have you opened this box, any of these packs? Tell me about your pulls. I'm very interested. What did you pull out of these cards, out of these packs? And anyway, next time I'm going to be doing the 3rd episode of Numerology. And after that, something completely different. Thanks for stopping by.